This is a video by Rich Pin. Today we're working on a Saturn S series. This one happens to be a 1998 model, which is a Gen 2, but the procedure we're going to do should pertain to the Gen 3 also, which is 00 to 02. And what we're doing today is we are removing the passenger side airbag. First thing we need to do is go inside the vehicle, move the key to the lock position and remove it from the ignition. Next, we need to take this access panel to the fuse box, remove that, and on your graph inside the panel here, you'll see that it labels the fuses, and we are looking for the 10 amp airbag fuse, which is the second one down from the top on the right. You can remove your fuse removing tool from the cover if it's there, and this is the one right here, and we need to remove that now. Now the next thing we need to do is open up the hood and remove the negative cable from the battery. Now after we do that, we need to wait a minimum of a half an hour to make sure that the capacitors are discharged in the airbag inflating system. Next thing we need to do is to remove the dash pad. Now if you guys with the Gen 3, you'll have two screws in this area right here. Two 7mm screws, you'll have to remove those. Now on this Gen 2, we have little covers up here on the top. We want to remove those, and underneath there we have two 7mm screws. Get those out of the way. Get our panel remover and gently lift up on the pad. Alright, go over the other side. Remove that one right there. Hopefully you don't break them. I've broken these, but I've JB welded them pins back. And be careful that it doesn't catch on the ID plate. And of course, that rubber piece, that likes to just snag right there. And we have to put that back on the pad. And then we have this foam piece. That takes care of the removal of the dash pad. Next thing we need to do is to disconnect the airbag connector that was underneath the dash pad right here. Now, there is a little white lock right there that has to be pulled out. You can use a panel remover, get right in there. There is the little lock. That's it. Now, once we get that lock out of there, we can lift up on, you can see it right here, this piece right here on the top. Lift up on it and then pull this connector that way. And that disconnects that. And we have a little piece up here that holds the wire in place. And with a small screwdriver we can open that up. Like that. And then this little connector for the airbag has a little clip on it. It's clipped to this little metal bracket. And now we're all loose. Next thing we need to do is to remove the glove box. You need to open it. And over here on the sides, you'll have these little pieces that you twist counterclockwise and they come out. They look like that. There's one there on the right, one on the left. That limits the opening of the cover, like that. Now, we have two 7mm screws up here in the latch area. That holds the top of the box in. Now over here we have a 7mm on the right. And another one over here on the left. And then way in the inside we have two more. Now after you get the last screw out, there'll still be some clips up here that will be holding it in. And we need to, usually I can just pull that out like that, run my fingers across. We don't want to break it. Sound like we broke it, but we didn't. Now once the glove box is out of the way, we can see the two 10mm bolts that secure the airbag in. One right here and one right here. We need to remove those now. Now we're just about ready to remove our airbag. We want to feed our electrical connector out when we do so, and we want to pull one side out just a little bit, the other side, and now we can grab it from the top and the bottom, feed out our wire. That's it. There it is. And to put it back in, we'll just feed our connector back. there we go. That's all there is to removing a airbag on your Saturn S series.